So this video is for that one guy out there who's pretty much just, he's started self-improvement. Maybe this is you, and maybe you've started self-improvement. You've done some decent habit, like you've done some habits, you've made some progress and stuff like that. And then, you kind of go a little bit downhill and you kind of start going backwards, and you kind of started to fail a little bit in self-improvement. Maybe you're watching some self-improvement videos, trying to learn how to improve yourself and stuff like that, and you've started to get back on the bad habits. So you've started to get back on the bad habits, and the way there's the way to fix this is pretty much just to kind of reset, review your life and say, all right, I'm doing the bad habits again, and it's most likely because of mental health. If you found it's gotten worse because you're doing the good habits, and you're kind of like, oh, like when you were doing the good habits, maybe you're like craving for more of like bad habits, because that's like the rubber band theory. But we can talk about that actually. So pretty much the rubber band theory is when like so say for example, this is you, and self-improvement is like the bad habits are this elastic band, and then you're doing self-improvement, and as you're doing it, it's kind of getting worse and worse and worse, because as you're pulling the elastic band back, this when it goes back, it's going to go worse. So the bad habits are like, it hits you when you start doing the bad habits again, and then it hits you like that. So if that's sounds like you, that's probably something to do with like mental health as well. Yeah, that's I mean, it's probably worse that way. Like if you are struggling with that, it's probably worse that you are going through that, because it should be a good thing. Like you should feel quite good when you're on self-improvement. I know that I actually felt the best in my life when I was doing all the good habits, cold showers in the morning and stuff like that, eating chicken, brown rice and broccoli. And I make, like, a lot of people sound like, oh, well, that sounds like terrible, I couldn't do that. But I actually felt the best when I was doing that. I felt so like fulfilled with my life, and now I feel more fulfilled because I'm doing YouTube as well. So I'm so grateful for doing this. I'm so grateful for all the experiences that I've had. I feel like I've lived like multiple lives, and I've learned so much in such a short time, because this is just the freaking beginning. Like, and this another thing I wanted to mention. I'm supposing that you're probably about like 15 to 30. And even if like you're 40, like some people have started their lives when they're like 65. And you can literally like, even if you're 65, so for example, you got to 80, you've got 15 years of your life. That's a lot of improvement. You can make drastic changes in one year can change your life. 5 years, imagine 5 years. Like even 6 months you can change in 3 months. And that 3, 6, 12 month progress that you can change is so rewarding. It can change the rest of your life. And I only started I kind of started more like self-improvement like a year ago, kind of. So I've kind of just started my journey. And yeah, so if you've started to do the bad habits again, it's best to have like a review. Maybe like maybe you didn't have the rubber band theory, and it was just like, I've started to do like some bad habits again. How do I pick this back up? Maybe you're hanging out with some people that are negatively influencing you. Maybe, there's tons of different scenarios. It's just it's good to kind of like look at your life, say what's happened, like, why am I doing these bad things? Kind of journal about it. Definitely journal about it. Like, I found that it helped me to kind of be a bit more aware of what's going on in my life. Kind of journal how you're feeling, journal why you're doing the bad habit, journal how you can kind of solve that problem, and kind of slowly get back into doing the good habits eventually. And yeah, I think like even just meditating like can help you be aware of the thought inside of your mind as well. So like if you're gonna do a bad habit, it's always comes in your head first. So your reality is created twice. First time is in your mind, and the second time is in reality. Um, and so you kind of got to be aware. So with the meditation, it can help you be aware of that thought coming into your mind and then it being placed in your reality. So that might be able to help you as well. And I find that, yeah, definitely journaling as well. Journaling, it just gives you a different, very like personal view on your life. Like it gives you so much insight into actually how you're feeling. Like if even you might seem like you might think that's like really stupid and like, oh, why are you journaling? Like, bro, I used to think the exact same thing. Like, trust me, I used to think like journaling was bullshit and stuff like that, and it's not. It's so not, and it's like journaling is so important. Like it gives you an insight into your life that you didn't even know was there. Like you'll find that you start writing and that, and maybe kind of like, you know, you're typing and you're kind of realizing that you're typing, but after a while, like once you kind of get into like a flow state, you kind of like write like more than you actually think that you're gonna write, and you just don't even realize that you're writing so much, and it's just your subconscious mind like going on the page. So you're just constantly just writing and writing and writing, and before you even know it, you've written like so much words. And then you can kind of review it and kind of do that. You can also go on a dopamine detox, and go monk mode as well. Just kind of think of going a bit more on a military style, as I've actually been thinking of doing that too. So if yeah, mainly because it's just like, not that I'm doing like all the bad habits again, but like I feel like I could be doing better and I could be making a bit more improvements in my life, and I kind of want to get back into where I was, like not like where I was, but like I just kind of want to level up a little bit more, because I felt like more fulfilled when I was doing like all of the good habits, like all of them. So yeah, I just feel like I need a little bit more of that, and I kind of need to live in a bit more of a different lifestyle. So I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there, but I hope you got some value out of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And also, if you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you're interested on the topic of self-improvement just like I am, please consider giving this channel a subscribe. It's a win-win for the both of us. See you in the next one.